everybody, Vanessa here with Visalia Talks, your local talk show that brings you everything you need to know about what's going on right here in your community. And right now I've got with us Dr. Kwong. How are you?
Thank you. It's my pleasure to be here today.
Yes, thank you so much for coming in. I'm excited for everybody to hear the things that you have to say because you have had us just on our pins and toes with all of this information. I'm excited to have you here to be able to teach to the community.
I'm happy as well. There's just so much to talk about.
Absolutely. Yes. So so Dr. Kwong, she is from the Center of Integrated Medicine here in Visalia. Okay. So you guys are the Asian Culture Society.
Yes, basically.
Yes, pretty much.
Yes, I found the Asian Cultural Society maybe about 25 years. This event is our 21st annual.
21st annual.
Right.
So the event is the Chinese New Year event. You guys throw the Chinese New Year.
Annual Visalia Chinese New Year celebration fair. And I started this event, the Asian Cultural Society, a long time ago, basically to teach my students a little bit about the Chinese culture.
So that's all. It was just your training facility.
Yes, right.
That's where this started.
And
it was just she's trying to train her employees so that way they know what's up.
What's up, and that may help them to understand traditional Chinese medicine as a natural and holistic medical system.
Because that's what you do there, right? You guys are.
And so it was just basically to train these university interns and the staff. And they started out very small, like a potluck at the church or whatever. And then as the years go by, we kept adding more things and things to it and opened it to the public. And and I think many times you'll get over 500 people at our event. It's quite exciting.
Yeah. Where are you guys located?
We are located downtown, 816 West Oak Avenue, and that's where the event's going to take place.
Okay.
Many people though confuse the location with the Chinese Cultural Center. We're not the Chinese Cultural Center. We're the nonprofit where we promote the Asian culture.
Okay.
And so our event is more where there's booths and there's a lot of learning about cultural and interacting and cultural exchange, that sort of thing.
Nice. Yeah. And so you said this is the 21st annual. You guys have been doing this a lot, and the community is used to it. Coming out every year, having all the fun.
Every year, and every year it's a little different. We have different booths. You know, some of the exciting booths I feel that are really, you learn quite a bit. The trays of togetherness, the foods for blessings, where you would select certain foods that you want a blessing for.
Okay.
For example, if you want more friends, you might select on this tray candy coconuts.
Because that represents
friends. And if you want more happiness, you might select red melon seeds. So the tray of unity traditionally is where you offer, you put an offering to the tray in the form of money, in what they call the Chinese red packet.
The red envelopes.
The red envelopes.
Yes.
And this year, the red envelopes were donated to us by Chase Bank.
Nice.
And a couple other businesses as well, private businesses. So,
way to get involved.
Yes,
with the community.
And so, so the tray of unity. So instead of you putting the money on the tray, because we're concerned about cleanliness. So we suggest the attendees to buy a ticket up front and attend that, partake in the activities in that booth.
Yeah.
Another nice booth is something called the wishing tree, and another Chinese New Year custom, where you write your wishes on paper, and the monitor will put your paper in one of those Chinese red envelopes, and they will hang it up on my tree.
Love it.
And they said the higher that envelope goes is closer to heaven, and more likely your wishes will come true.
Oh, so
And
how do they get it on the tree? They put it on there themselves?
they have to climb on a
They're
small
climbing
ladder.
I thought you were going to say they're
tying
climbing the tree. They climb the tree.
Yes, yes. And
Does
so it
anyone ever
stays
climb
up.
the tree to get it way up there? Has anyone ever
We don't allow them
Okay.
to. Yeah, for safety reasons. But so it stays up there for a whole month.
Nice.
Even when it rains, it kind of still
Yeah.
hangs on. And so anyway, so we have different booths like that for
Love
you
that.
to learn about different culture. We have the chopstick picking up beans contest.
Oh, wow.
That teaches you to use the chopstick correctly
Yeah.
and to transfer beans from one bowl to the next. And I think in the time frame about 2 minutes. And
How
there's
many?
like 5 different prizes.
Love it.
At the end, they would choose, the winner, second winner, third.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
yeah.
and a lot of these prizes are also donated by the community.
Mhm.
And so, and with that booth, it tends to attract the younger crowd.
Okay.
So we try to get the older
Some
folks
incentives
involved.
for
Yeah,
them.
so our prizes may be a little bit different this year because we try to
Yeah.
get them for the
Absolutely.
older, for the parents to participate, and not
Mhm.
just to have their kids do the chopstick
Yeah.
contest. Then we have tea tasting,
Ooh.
where they're gonna sit down and do this whole traditional Chinese medicine, whole traditional Chinese tea culture.
Is that for all the teas in China? I saw that on your
Yes,
I saw that on
that's
your
in
Instagram.
In October, it's our fundraiser. But this, we're going to do a mini session where you
Yes.
sit down. The barista will tell you what does the tea look like, what does it smell like, how do you brew it, the type of tea where you. So it's very short.
And what does it do? What is it for?
Yes. So
Love it.
then we have other booth. We have Chinese calligraphy booth.
Ooh.
Where there's certain words for blessings, and she will allow you to choose one of those words, and she'll use the bamboo brush and draw and write out the Chinese character for you, and you can keep it as a souvenir.
Yeah.
What other booths? Oh, there's the children's arts and crafts booths where they learn to make lanterns.
Oh.
There's the Chinese paper cut.
Oh.
Kind of, where you
Like
hang up the lucky charm, the red lucky charm. So they have that.
So explain the lucky charm. What is that? The red lucky charm.
Red is the color in all Chinese celebrations
Okay.
to mean happiness and celebration.
Okay.
So a couple of important things for Chinese New Year is loud noises.
Okay.
You hear like the gongs, the loud music, bright lights.
Okay.
Okay. We kind of have that, kind of have not. Loud noises could also include firecrackers.
Yes.
But we're not allowed to have that. So we have fake firecrackers. We have the music of the firecrackers.
So what is the noise? What are you doing with
the loud noise?
Yeah.
So we have the loud music, like festive music, and bright lights. The color red is really important.
Do they are they all meaningful for something? Like why do we want to make a lot of noise? Does it distract the dragon? Or
no, loud noises is festive, but it also scares away bad things.
There you go. Yeah.
Evil spirits. And there's also a nice booth, is kind of a quiet booth, but it talks about those types of customs, like why do we have tangerines?
Okay. Yeah.
Tangerines with the leaf and the stem represents wholeness.
Okay.
Yes, and because it's green in color, represents the coming of spring.
Oh, spring.
It's orange, represents good luck.
Okay.
Pomelos represents the symbol of the moon, because our calendar is based on the moon.
Okay.
And that's why every year the Chinese New Year dates change a little bit.
Oh, yes, okay. Like when it falls, when it falls, yeah.
Right. Whereas the Western calendar is based on the solar system, and so yes, so that is why the solar system is based on the sun and not based on the moon.
Okay.
So the lunar calendar is very similar to like the Muslim calendar, or the Hindu calendar, or the Jewish calendar, or even the Aztecs calendar. We all have the same calendar.
Like the Mayan calendar?
Yes. So
and then it's just the Western side have this made up the whole. It sounds about right. I'll tell you.
Well, I'm not saying it's not accurate, but the lunar calendar, the festivals, the New Year holiday is not one day.
Yeah.
So in the Chinese New Year holiday is like 15, 16 days long. It's only at the end till we celebrate. The first part of it is, if you notice, it's very quiet. You spend time with the family, you eat certain foods, and then you visit there's a certain day for everything.
Okay.
Like maybe there's a day to visit your in-laws. Then the next day is a daughter's day. And then the third day could be your son's day. And then it goes on and on.
Oh, wow.
That is why.
And everybody's just doing these things?
Yes, you go from home to home, you visit, you give them certain gifts. Like if you give somebody apples, it means peace be with you.
Wow, okay.
If you give somebody kumquats, it means like golden nuggets, it means like for wealth.
Right.
And you also see like red prints with inspirational words or pictures that provides an extra level of inspiration and happiness, and so you see that in our event too, where you see these decorations. It's very visual, and so we take a lot of time putting up decorations in the correct order and in the correct places.
Because when everything means something, then that's important. You got to make sure.
Right. So I think a lot of it, even in the Asian culture, not just the Chinese culture, is the unspoken word. It's a gesture that means something rather than what you say. Right.
Actions
so
speak
a
louder.
lot of things there have symbolism. Whether the lantern may have a certain symbol, the food may have a certain symbol, the way it's laid out on the table may have a certain. It has symbolism to it. The kind of clothes you wear may have a certain meaning.
Everything means something.
Right.
So intentional. Everything is so intentional.
It's very right. It's so as far as clothing, it's customary to wear new clothing.
Okay.
So
you have to get a brand new
outfit. Yeah, something new. Of course, get a haircut and do all that. But other traditional customs is like paying off your debts. For most people like myself, we don't. I might add an extra payment or mortgage payment to the home or the building, but I'm not gonna pay off all your, But it's like paying off all your credit card debts. Not saying bad words, swear words.
Okay.
During the holidays, but rather portray a attitude of friendliness, being friendly or helpful or healthy or
it's like being your best self.
Yes,
during these days.
So getting rid of old things that are not good
old
to
habits,
you, old habits,
bad habits,
like
leave them in the past. Leave them last year. Leave them like last year.
Even for it's like spring cleaning.
Yes,
they would clean out and get rid of junk, maybe before the new year, and maybe try to befriend your enemies, so to speak. So that's another
forgive people that you've been mad at.
So
or
there's a whole so there's so much custom to it. So it's interesting. So these booths again would teach you some of that.
Absolutely.
Yes. And even with our Chinese medicine booth is nice because it will show you how do you locate the acupuncture point. What are the description of these herbs and what they mean. So anyway, so they're all, the volunteers are pretty much well trained. I mean, and they're nice,
So the booths are put on by you guys?
Yes.
So it's not the community coming and having a booth and they can do this or that. These are your booths that you're putting on. I see.
We want the celebration event to have more of a cultural meaning.
Absolutely.
So we cannot have booths just
random
no, we
things.
cannot have booths where someone wants to sell cosmetics.
Right.
Or someone, we do have the public participate if they want to, but we have to make it so that
absolutely it lines up with what you've got going on out there.
So the audience and the public get something out of it.
Absolutely.
Get a real essence of the culture that comes out of it.
Exciting. So you were talking a lot about getting rid of some old stuff, bringing in. So and that a lot of that reminds me of the fact that this is the year of the snake.
Yes, it's the year of the snake. 2025 is going to be an interesting year. The snake is the physical form of the dragon. And last year was the dragon. The dragon is a mystic being that comes from heaven. And so the snake is this year is the wood snake. It's the earth snake.
Okay.
And snake has the power of transformation. Where the snake can shed skin. So things
beautiful
this year, anything that want to happen, I would rather take some risks and maybe things will work out for you, right? the snake is also a very charming person that's kind of elegant and has that sense of like being mysterious or secretive, and then once it strikes. It hits the target really well. And I'm not saying bad about the snake.
Because I see, just make your moves in silence and then go for it. You don't need to talk to everybody about what your plans are.
Right.
Just do it.
So if you want to maybe start a new business or
this
try to be on camera like me.
This is the year.
So I'm trying something new, making sure, maybe it will change for me. So this might bring some luck to a lot of people.
Absolutely. Because we are in control of the world around us. So if we know this year, guys, this is the year of change and transformation. Right. Transformation and transcending
it's transformation, but transportation. Where the snake is a mover. When it moves, it moves pretty fast, right? It has that intention. So I think this year it may start out a little bit funky, but it's okay.
It is okay.
It's okay. Yeah, you have to understand that. So the dragon was last year, and that dragon only comes once in 64 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, last year was a zoo dragon. It's a blue dragon. So this one is going to be the what they call the physical form of the dragon.
And change,
right. The dragon is the heavenly mystic being. So it'd be interesting. And next year, it'd be the year of the horse.
Run with it.
It's going to be different. So that has a wholly different.
Wow.
But anyway, it's just some what they call Chinese horoscope. If you want to learn more, we do have a booth where you spin the horoscope wheel.
Okay.
So it's like this big wheel. And Tony's really good at that. He actually made the wheel. So if your marker lands on the snake or wood, you actually win a prize.
Nice.
So look for him.
Look for Tony.
Yes. And we also have the Chinese New Year bingo, and that's a very fun booth. So she has a little card. Krista has a card. It has little items on the bingo, and each item represents a Chinese culture.
Oh.
Yes. So she will explain to you what it means. What does the lantern mean? So instead of winning the bingo game, you don't say bingo. You say Gong Hei Fa Choi.
Gong Hei Fa Choi. I learned that in elementary school. And I wrote it on the thing. I remember my little thing.
So if you say Gong Hei Fa Choi, you win her bingo game and you get a prize. If you don't win, you get less surprise at it. So there's always, the public always provide these prizes for us, which are very generous. And so that is a very fun booth. Yeah. And so
I bet. So I bet it gets rowdy there.
Yes. And so Gong Hei Fa Choi does not really mean Happy New Year.
What does it mean?
It's a blessing. It means may you be blessed with prosperity and wealth.
Love it. Yes.
Yes. So it's so if you're a younger person, I would say to you Gong Hei Fa Choi.
Okay.
Right? But if you're an older person, you're retired, sometimes I may have to change my words a little bit.
Okay.
I may give you another blessing.
What type of blessing
would say something like San Tai Kin Hong means to bless you with good health.
Okay.
And longevity.
Yeah.
Or you could say something like Long Ma Jing San means may you be blessed with the spirit and energy of the dragon and horse.
Ooh, yeah.
So there's all these blessings in the Chinese custom for Chinese New Year. Another blessing phrase I use is Ni Ni Yao Yu, meaning that may you have surplus every year.
Of that.
So there's so many different blessings, and you will probably see that during the event with these Chinese characters. And so if you see that, people say, what does that say? And that's really part of that feng shui of it all, where they paste these prints and these blessings on the wall for you.
I love it. Feng shui is going to be something we're going to have a whole episode about.
Yes, I do a lot of feng shui.
It's interesting to
really
me.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So anyway, we hope that all of you will come, because it is my nonprofit, actually. And all proceeds will go to offset the cost of the event.
Yeah. So that way it's not coming out of your guys' pockets, and and you guys can continue to be helping throughout the throughout the year, because you guys do so much at the center.
Yes, we do. We do so much. We have and again, I've been a doctor for a long time, but I'm trying to like retire.
Yes.
But at the same time, the expenses are kind of
higher and higher. To pay.
So I gotta kind of, it's always that juggling act,
Absolutely.
right? So, but anyway, the event, we hope you could come. We have lots of nice raffle prizes.
Yes.
Tesla's is gonna donate a car.
No.
Whoever's gonna win this raffle, donate the use of a car.
Okay.
A use of a Tesla car for 48 hours, they said.
Okay, that's cool.
To drive, you get your choice of the car, and you drive it for 48 hours.
Well, that's cool. Yeah.
So we have a lot of nice raffle prizes. And you don't have to be present to win. All proceeds will go support the Asian Cultural Society.
And how can they buy a raffle if they don't go? But how could they support by buying a raffle?
They can come to our clinic and just buy raffles.
Okay. Yeah.
And then when we call your name and you're not there, we'll save the ticket for you.
That's beautiful, because I go to a lot of places and you do have to be present to win, and they'll just go on to the next name. So that's really, really good of you guys to give them the prize whether they're there or not. They're still participating in the raffle. They're still purchasing their tickets. So that's honorable that you will still honor them.
Yeah, and it's a very fun event. I mean, at the end, the dragons comes out.
Yes, that's what I want to see. I've never in my real life have seen that. I've never experienced that before.
I think people love that. I don't know why Americans love the dragon, but I could see why they like it, because it's so glamorous and just fun.
Different from anything that we have going on or that we do.
So the custom goes is the dragon comes at the end of the event to bless the community. Right. So the longer the dragon, the more blessings you're going to get.
Wow, okay.
And it's customary for you to touch it.
Okay.
If you want more luck.
So everybody wants to touch the dragon.
Right.
Okay.
The dragon chases the ball of wisdom.
Oh.
So you got to kind of have to watch. The first person that heads that whole parade is the gentleman or
holding
lady.
the ball.
And they spin this ball of wisdom. And the dragon's head is following it, chasing it, because it wants to catch it.
Yes.
Because it wants to be more
wise.
Right. Yeah. So you see that. So you see that dragon and goes, around, and we'll parade it around the parking lot, around.
So the guy with the ball is running around, and the dragon is chasing it.
Right, and then we have volunteers. They do the gongs and they do the cymbals
to make a bunch of noise.
It's a big, And then I have to go to make sure people get out of the way. That's
because they all just want to stand around and watch.
And so they can't watch. The dragon has to move.
Yeah, give them some room.
So this year we're gonna have 2 dragons.
Nice.
One from Altora. Am I saying it? I hope I'm saying it right. Clinic, and so they're gonna bring their own dragon, and they're gonna follow our dragon.
Nice. That's cool.
For next year, if any of you business want to have your own dragon and join us, we love it.
Absolutely.
It helps to.
Look at that's giving me chills that you guys are bringing in. Just everyone, from you guys, everybody is welcome here.
Yeah, everybody's welcome. It's a very nice event. It really is. But quality events takes a lot of work.
Absolutely.
Yes, and our volunteers are always changing. The last 2 years, we were fortunate to have high school volunteers.
Nice.
Yeah, and they're from the Asian Pacific cultural group, or their names. This year is Redwood High School and El Diamante High School.
Nice.
But any schools can really participate.
Are you still looking for volunteers? Do you guys still need volunteers, or you guys are good?
I think I'm good.
Okay, good.
I'm good. Yeah. I'm good because for someone to volunteer, we need them to come to our planning meeting, so they have to know
what they're doing. They're
training to learn about the culture. They're training to say certain phrases. They're trained to basically be
It's like they're
part.
stepping into a world, huh? It's almost like
Oh,
a whole
yes.
production, like you're going into
Yes.
Disneyland and they're all
That it
actors.
is
Yes?
just like that.
Oh, how exciting!
It is a lot of fun. They love it.
Yeah.
You
How
know.
exciting! Well, no wonder. I mean, it's the 21st
Yeah.
annual.
Yeah.
They must be loving it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we have to be in the spirit of the snake. Sort of.
Okay.
Even though I don't particularly like snakes, I'm afraid of them, but I'm willing to partake and maybe make some changes on my own. And
let them know.
Yeah.
What does it mean to be in the spirit of a snake? What are some changes or some
I
exceptions
think
that they
be
can?
willing to be transformed, be willing to move, and not be too stationary.
Yeah.
Be willing to kind of
let go.
Work behind the scenes a little bit and to reach your goals.
Yes. Without telling everyone about it, just do it.
Yes, you just do it, whether it's small or big, and also just kind of letting go of like junk.
Let go of the junk, which could be anything.
Internally, externally.
Yeah. So, person, place, thing, idea.
Yes.
And any of that.
Anything. Yeah. So that is the snake. Yeah.
There you go. Be your snake selves.
Yes.
Don't be afraid to step into that this year. It's about change. It's about growth. It's about transforming.
Yes, and it's about receiving your blessings.
Receiving your blessings.
You have to come to the event to receive your blessings.
Yes.
It doesn't come to you as much, right?
Absolutely.
You have to participate and be active with your participation.
Absolutely. Because the window or the door of opportunity can open, but you still have to do your part by walking through it.
Yes, that's what Chinese New Year is about. Yes. So that's why it's that they call Chinese New Year the Spring Festival also, because the passing of the winter is gone.
Okay.
And spring in Chinese culture is about
blooming,
opening
blossoming.
Up. Yeah, and Chinese medicine is about the qi just opening, right?
Oh.
Yeah, so they call it the Spring Festival too. And they call it, believe it or not, everybody's birthday.
Okay.
Yeah. So you have different names for Chinese New Year.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
So because like we're all reborn that day, or so is that like the kind of the meaning behind that? That's kind of the meaning I get behind that. Yeah.
So there's like a rebirth.
Yes.
Renew and
absolutely
and all that. Yeah.
I love it.
So that's that's what we have. It's fun. But we have also on the Moon Festival in October, and we'll talk about that.
Absolutely. We will. We'll have lots to talk about, Doctor. Yes, she will be coming back and teaching you guys all about the center, all about the culture.
Yes,
all of it. Yeah, bring some of her friends along.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there any last things that you want to say to them before we end this?
Let's see.
To the community.
We have, there's people always ask about food, and we have some food vendors this year. Yes. One is is an Indonesian Chinese.
Okay.
Ooh, and the other is more like a Southeast Asian.
Nice.
Food. So every year the vendors may be a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
But if you want food, sometimes you have to come early.
Okay. Get there early to get your plate.
And you don't have to attend the festival to buy the food.
Okay.
A lot of times the employees downtown, they just buy it and take it back to their office.
Oh, okay.
And that's okay to do. So that's what I tell them, that
the event is in your parking lot, in your
yard.
Yeah,
it's in the front, and the side, and the back of the parking lot.
Okay.
And there's no fences or anything. So the food vendors are usually out on the streets. They're like these trucks and
absolutely.
Yeah.
You paid to get in?
No,
it's a free event. You just pay for the things.
Yeah,
there, just the raffles.
Certain things are free, and certain things are not free.
Yeah. And then you guys come out and support. It's a free event.
Oh yeah.
Buy some raffle tickets. Support what they're doing.
Right.
Come and just enjoy a good time. Bring the family out.
Oh yeah. And we, people always ask me about the weather. I said, don't worry, we have tents.
There you go.
Nothing to worry about. Nothing really to worry about. There's maybe one time that it actually rained, but I mean, if you're willing to be under these big tents, you'll be fine.
Then there's no problem at all.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a lot of fun. What are the booths I can tell you about? Let's see. Oh, I think you just have to go there and find
Yes,
out.
just
We
come
have
and
so
see.
many
Come
different
and see what
things.
they have
Yeah.
out there.
Mhm.
That's the best way. Just go
Yeah.
and check it out.
Check it out.
Look at all
Yep.
the booths, play all the
Right.
games, taste
Yep.
all the foods.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it. And
Absolutely.
maybe do some shopping. I think there's a booth
Yes.
there that sell cultural items as
Yeah.
well. So
Yeah.
you can do a little shopping, networking and
Mhm.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank
So
you so much.
well, good. I'm glad I
Yes.
came in. It was a lot of fun. We have flyers at the
Yes.
office as well. If you
We'll have some here. So if you want to
if
come
you
here and pick
wanna
them up too.
if you want to put up for your office lounge or somewhere.
Yeah, if you have a business that you would allow
Mhm.
them to put their flyer, that's
Right.
give us a
Right.
call or give them a call, and then and
Yes.
that would maybe put in the
Uh-huh.
windows in the
Yes.
restaurants out there,
Yes. Yes.
the stores.
Yes.
Sounds good. Thank you so
Okay,
much for
good.
visiting
Good.
with
Oh,
us.
thank you. And I'll be back again.
Absolutely. We'll see you guys.
Thank you. Bye.